Hello, if anyone is watching.
I don't think there is anyone watching yet. Wait, we've got one viewer.
I know some people are going to come popping in here soon.
We've got one viewer.
I am going to pay attention to the road, so you will have to figure out where the...
Oh, it went to 19 now.
Okay, it's jumping up.
Hi, Timothy Moore.
Hello, hello.
Chanel M. Fletcher is on. Howdy, guys. Oh, wow, we've got quite a bit of people in here. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Oh, look, we got somebody watching from the Philippines.
Hey, cool.
Hi.
Hey, guys. I'm not going to be looking at the camera a lot because I am driving. And it's nighttime.
Driving.
And it's raining, and it's, yeah, so we're going to...
Pay attention to the road.
Yeah, Dee is going to pay attention to the phone. I will pay attention to the road, and we're going to do box talk with Moonie Dee on Paranormal Warehouse this way.
Yes. So, guys, today is Wednesday night. It's box talk night because we're supposed to broadcast on Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday night because that's when box talk comes on. But we are on the road, as everybody knows. We're on the road. We're driving back home to Texas.
Yes.
Our month-long road trip work adventure is coming to an end, to a close. We started off by going. We started off heading out of Texas to
Brownsville, Texas.
Brownsville, Texas.
On the border.
On the border.
So basically, Gulf of Mexico.
Continue on I-78.
Yeah. So we started off there. We drove out to Northern California. We went to Jackson, Tracy. We went out there to film, and some of you that do follow us saw when we had our live investigation broadcast here on Paranormal Warehouse from the Banta Inn.
Yes.
You guys were a part of that investigation with us. It was great. It was amazing. We did a filming. We did a filming for the Ghostbox Chronicles out there.
We did a live on Paranormal Warehouse from the Manta.
Yes, we did. That's what I said.
Oh, sorry. What she said.
Yes, we did that, and then from there we went to Denver. We had an event in Denver.
Yep, and then we spent a few days out there.
Mm-hmm. We spent a few days out there. Oh, look, Chanel and Fletcher says that it's 66 people. Cool.
Hey, cool.
And we spent about a week out in Denver. From Denver, we went to Iowa, spent about another week there.
Did our Ghost Hunter University there. That was awesome.
Yeah, we went to the Mason House Inn, which was my first time there. I very much enjoyed it. It was amazing. I really liked the experience. And then we drove all the way out to Boston for the NACA conference.
Right.
We were out there in Boston for the NACA conference for about, what was it, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah,
4 days,
right
somewhere in there. And yeah, now we're finally heading back home.
Yeah, we got in the car today and we said goodbye to Mama Moon and my dad.
Which is very sad. I'm going to miss her so much.
Yeah, Stephen, I think, was the most upset by all of it.
Yeah, there he is.
Speaking of which, hi. Hey,
there's Stephen. Hi, Stephen.
Stephen's here.
Stephen was very upset because Grandma went back home, and he misses Grandma very much.
Yes, he does. So yeah, we dropped them off at about 1 o'clock this afternoon. We finally started heading down the road, and now we're driving. We're going to try to get down to 24 hours. That's our goal, is to be 24 hours out by the time we stop driving tonight.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do 2 12-hour days getting back to Brownsville. So.
And oh, hi, Nora. Nora is saying hello. Hi, I would just want to say thank you, everybody that's joining, popping in. Hi to everybody that's coming in here. Please like and share this video. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday night. Today was hump day. And I don't know. Do you think we could do some questions? Or?
Yeah, we could do some questions. We'll kind of let the box talkers lead the conversation tonight, since we're driving and trying to pay attention to the road.
I'm trying to pay attention to the road. So if you guys have some questions to go ahead. Before we start answering questions, please be patient with us because we're on the road. It's going to be difficult to catch every single question being asked. Yeah, so if you all want us to answer any second questions, go ahead and ask them. We'll answer. We'll try to. Moonie is concentrating, but he'll try his best. I'll try my best. We are. Oh, this is what part of Iowa were you in? What town? We were in
basically Bentonsport, but we spent some time near Fairfield as well. So we were southeast Iowa, and extreme southeast Iowa.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be announcing some dates of places we're going to be going here probably in the coming week. Some new events that we've had pop up. We had one that dropped off, and want to make sure that you guys are kept up to date. I need to keep the website more up to date. That's my fault. I got to get on that.
Wayland Paranormal Spiritualism Society wants us to give them a shout out. So here is our shout out to them. Thanks for joining in, guys. Please, like I said, yes, Wayland Paranormal Spiritualism Society just gave you a shout out. Please like and share this video. Let people know that we are on the road and answering questions. We're going to go ahead and do that for you guys. Okay, well, here's a good question. I love that they're asking actual questions and not just... That means a lot. You guys are actually wanting to know what we're up to. Awesome.
Thank you.
Justin Rogers says, what's the most active place you've been so far?
Well, I'm going to let you go first because I have a million of them.
So for me, the most active place I've been so far used to be the Stagecoach Inn, which is in Iowa. Now, this last place that we filmed at was also quite active. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The filming, we had a lot that happened at the first location that we went to. Is really intense.
This place it was in Jackson, that place, right? The place we were in Jackson, in California.
Very, very intense.
Oh my God, it was very intense.
But I still put Stagecoach over the top.
I was just about to say that I would still put the Stagecoach. I would really still put the Stagecoach at my top, with most active and most intense.
Yeah, I would say Stagecoach first. 1A for me is definitely the Peabody Mansion, Denver, Colorado. Even though the guy who bought it is destroying it, letting it rot at this point. But hopefully somebody saves that place, because it's, as far as activity goes, it's amazing. And then 3 for me, I by default I'd have to go Sally House, just from all the crazy things that happened to me there. But there's so many incredible locations around the world, and I'm not even mentioning private investigation locations we've been to, because that's a whole different world, and we can't really get into that stuff. But we've seen some stuff. So is Steven.
Steven saying hi.
Steven popping in saying hey.
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to answer a comment. Chanel and Fletcher says, how is Steven? Well, Steven's good, as you saw. He's here. He's a little bit sad because he's missing Grandma. Mama Moonie's missing her. And then she says, are you excited to see your kiddos, Dee? Yes, I'm so excited to see my kids.
That's all she's been talking about for the last 3 weeks, probably. Maybe even more.
That's all, just my kids. Just kids, talking about my kids. I miss them, and I cannot wait to get home to squeeze them and hug them and annoy them. I love them to death, and I can't wait to go see them. But
and on a side note, I just wanted to say, as far as Steven goes, we want to thank everybody. About that, we got bummed. But wanted to send thanks to everyone who sent Steven well wishes. A lot of you probably know he ended up getting into some rat poison while we were on the road, and we luckily. The way it happened is crazy. If we were calling him, he didn't come to us. He usually always comes when we call, but this time it's good that he didn't come when he was called, because I actually had to go find him, and I found him with the box of rat poison in his mouth. And so once that happened, we were able to get him to the vet immediately. They pumped his stomach; it didn't digest, and he's on pills, but he's making a full recovery. So
yeah. So thank God.
Yeah,
we both would have been destroyed had anything happened to
I can't even think about those. Crazy.
Steven's our baby.
Yeah. So.
But as I was saying, I'm going to try to scroll through this since it's kind of difficult. We're driving. It's in the dark. We're in the car. But we love you guys so much. We wanted to connect with you guys. So I'm going to try to read as many questions as I can. Answer them. Please don't get upset or think that we're skipping. We're just...
the way it works, I don't know if you guys do Facebook Live, that's basically what's happening right now. And we're just getting the questions popping up at the bottom of the screen. It's really hard to keep up with it. So please, if we don't answer your question, ask again. We'll try to get you in.
That's right. So it says... Shayla Ricky Jaster says, I'm so happy you're both well. We've been surrounded by flu and colds here in Illinois. Oh, Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Yeah, sorry. Sending healing energy to all of you guys out there.
I want to give a shout out and say hi to our friend Philip Wyatt. He's watching.
Hey, Philip.
Hello. Savannah Martin says, I feel I've been seeing events in my life play out a lot lately before they actually happen. Almost like day visions that feel like thoughts, more detailed, and sometimes dreams when I sleep. Any input, question mark. She feels she's been seeing events in her life play out lately before they actually happen. Almost like day visions.
Like clairvoyance. That is interesting. Yeah, most of the time, for me, when I get messages, they're sent to me at night more so than any other time. I do get those flashes from time to time, but that's definitely almost clear visual. It's almost prophetic. So that is interesting that you're having those things happen. I would, my suggestion to you would be to try to tune in even more to those events and see if you can expand the vision and the memory that comes from it, just simply by relaxing and focusing, and then taking notes of some kind, either on your phone, just voice, or typing it, and keeping almost a journal, a record of it, to see how the progression of the gift goes.
Chuck Boatwright says, going through a rough time right now. Seems like I'm stuck. My pops passed November 16th, 2017. Any insight for me, please, Dee or Moonie? Seems like I'm...
Well, and I'm not looking at any pictures. I'm strictly just trying to go on the impressions I'm getting as Dee's reading these things. But how I saw you is almost being surrounded by brick all the way around on four corners. I feel like you are feeling really trapped, really stuck right now. And of course, the passing of a parent is going to weigh on you. I can't even imagine. So I feel like your best bet right now, and this is my impression, is to just take a step back and try to look at your entire situation. You try to look at the big picture, because I think that you're missing some really good things that are in your life right now. I feel like the negative things that are kind of weighing on you are clouding your vision of the good stuff that's around you. And I think if you could focus more on that, it would bring in more abundance for you.
Yeah, I agree with Chris, and at the same time, I also do feel that this is like a feeling I got, and I know that it's right. As I was reading your question, I really felt like it stood out to me, and I read it for a reason. And that's because I feel that your dad, your father, really wanted you to ask this question, because he wanted you to hear those words, because I think that's really a message coming from him as well.
Yeah.
Rock Prusnik says, sorry, I can't really read, says, hi from Slovenia. We watch you even here. Yes. Oh, hi. That's so awesome. Hello from Scotland. Pauline McCloy. Oh, wow.
It's so cool, guys.
That is awesome. Please share. Invite more people. Tell them that these two crazy psychics are answering questions from the road.
Absolutely. And I just want to take a second to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all of our amazing box talkers, our friends, our fans. I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I know Dee does too. We could not do this without you. You guys are our support. You're our, our sounding board. You put our show out there. You put out what we do out there. And, we're on the road traveling around the country, crazy psychic people. We couldn't do this stuff without you guys. We just want to thank each and every one of you around the world who take part in these shows and spread the word. And we love you guys. I mean, we really love you guys. So thank you.
Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Anthony, I can't really read. Anthony Sicurella says, from Lewiston, New York. Glad to see you guys. I just switched jobs, and I was wondering if it was a good move. Is 2018 my year?
Why'd you take that one first?
You just switched jobs. I do feel like this was the right move for you. Like it was a good move. I feel that where you were at, you were just gonna continue just staying. Like this move that you made is gonna progress, and it's gonna launch you forward, and you're gonna sort of. You're gonna feel that it was a better move. It's gonna advance you, in your life, much better than where you were at. You're also going to feel happier with the choice you made. You kind of were feeling stuck. 2018 is, I don't want to sound all positive. Yeah, this is your year. I feel like this is going to be a better year for you, but I feel like your expectations are very, very high. Like,
I'm with you on
yeah,
that.
like higher. And even if it's going to be a good year, you're going to be, part of it's going to say, oh, this wasn't what I was expecting. But please try to focus on the positive and feel that it's going to be a better year than what it was. Okay?
Yeah, so my message that goes along with that, give it a chance. I'm getting the impression still early year, there's going to be a point where you're looking at this going, wait a minute, why aren't these things happening? They're coming. Your guides are listening, your angels are listening, but you've got to give it a chance. And I think that impatience has been a bit of an issue for you in the past. So I really want you to stop, take a deep breath, and say, hey, I get it. The universe is taking care of me, and let it transpire.
That's right. Okay. Anthony E. Crabtree says, I'm new to the group. Who are the people talking? Well, Anthony.
Who are these people?
Who are these people talking? This is Christopher Moon. We call him Moonie. And I am Dee Garcia. Dee Garcia Moon.
Dee Garcia Moon.
Yes, we are two crazy people that have this podcast called Box Talk. We're psychic and stuff.
They think they're psychic.
We're paranormal investigators. So sometimes we take you guys along on our investigations. We do live investigations. We, right here, this beautiful man sitting next to me in the car is an author. He released his book very recently, and it was the #1 new author release on Amazon for 8 days.
That was cool. That was fun.
That was fun. We travel around the country doing events and stuff, and psychic events and paranormal events, and talking at colleges.
Yeah, and I'm probably most well known for my use of the ghost box. I was the first person to be given a device by Frank Sumption, and taking it out into the field and actually using it as a paranormal tool, and then later finding out that it is actually a medium's tool, where we could, by tuning in, we can actually bring through the voices of people's loved ones and spirits, and it's been a journey, guys. It's been amazing. So that's what I'm most well known for. And then we have a show called the Ghost Box Chronicles as well.
Yes, we have the show called the Ghost Box Chronicles. A lot of people saying hi. They're saying that they're glad Steven is doing better.
Yes.
Let's see. Hello. Oh, Susan. Arlene Susan Feller says hello. Denise Garcia, thank you for saying hi. Let me just go through these. I'm having Crystal DeFronzo. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong.
Sorry, guys. It's tiny little print.
Tiny print on the phone. So. And yeah, and she says, I'm having a terrible new year. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hang in there. As I read your statement and as I'm seeing your picture, I can feel your frustration. I just want you to know that the floods, it feels like you're in a flood right now, that is going to subside for you, okay? Hang in there. It is going to subside. It's going to take some time, but there are going to be some good things coming for you, so just hang in there,
and
okay?
I feel, on that piggybacking, I think as simple as this sounds, as hard as it is to do, I think you literally need to just stop, calm your energy, and make a decision that things are going to get better. And then pass the test. So what I mean by pass the test is this. You're going to see a lot of those same patterns coming at you, those same situations, the same drama, the same feeling. What I want you to do is when those things come to you, I want you to completely change your outlook on those things. I want you to completely come up with brand new ideas on how to deal with those things. And the last thing that I want you to do is say, woe is me. The last thing you can do is, why me, woe is me, because if you keep saying that, the universe will continue to test you over and over and over again. So the best thing that you can do is say, this thing is happening to me again. How can I do something different so that it doesn't happen? And then when you come up with new solutions and stick to them and go in that direction, you're going to find out that life gets a lot easier very quickly.
Awesome. Here we go. Everybody's saying hi to each other. I'm going through, scrolling. Okay, Pauline, this is our friend from Scotland says, my mom got her wings a year ago today. Miss her so much. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry for your loss. I know I lost my dad about 2 years ago. I'm sorry. And just know that even when they're gone, they're not really gone. They're always with us. They're always watching us. They, believe it or not, they're always watching you, guiding you, helping you make decisions in life. Sometimes when you're stuck and you're not sure which way to go with a difficult decision, and you hear that little voice in the back of your head trying to sort of clear up that fog for you and make you see things in a clearer way, clearer thought, that's usually your angels or a loved one helping you and guiding you and taking your hand and pulling you out of the dark. So know that you're not alone. Okay?
Absolutely.
Hi, Kathy Gamby says, hi from Oregon. Hello, thank you for watching. Anita Johnson says, I'm going through a lot. Will things get better with my health? Thank you. What do you feel on that one?
Again, I always love to be, sunshine, rainbows, but
Long road.
What's that?
Long road.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. You're definitely being tested right now. It's so hard because I see it. You got to keep your spirits up as best as you can. I do feel like you've got some support with you. Really use that. I think that a lot of the time you're taking care of everybody else and you're used to accept the help from other people. But I think that if you open yourself up to that, allow people to give you that help and then spiritual help as well, it's going to get you through. So yeah, it's going to be a long road, but I personally feel good about the outcome.
All right. Jesse Hernandez Jr. says, have you both ever been to Yorktown, Texas? That would be a no from both of us. So let us know, Jesse. Go to our Box Talk fan page on Facebook, Box Talk with Moonie Dee, and let us know what locations you guys have there in Yorktown that would be interesting for us to go and investigate and possibly film an episode at.
Film an episode or doing an event. We might, if you have a great haunted location, we love to come and do these edutainment events. Ghost Hunting
That's
University,
right.
Where we'll come in and we'll actually, teach a quick seminar on paranormal investigation, then take you guys out on a hunt in some of these great places. So if you know of a great place, let us know, and who knows, we might be doing a box talk from your town.
Awesome. Let's see. Tammy Kamadowski says, is Keegan, who passed, trying to contact me, and if so, how?
Yeah, I've actually been picking up a lot on this lately, because Tammy, when I see your profile come up, and I know we're still working on the reading thing, but when I see your profile, when I see your picture, I do feel that there's communication. Very simply, I feel like it's mainly through dreams, but I feel like you're not, I don't want to say receptive. I think you're receptive to it, but I still feel like you're blocking it in a certain way. I also get the impression that there's things being affected electronically. I think that there's lights that are being dimmed. I think you might be picking up on some scents inside your home, and then also something to do with being in the car. I don't know what that's about, but they're telling me that they do try to communicate with you while you're driving. So yeah, I do feel that they're reaching out to you.
Awesome. Okay. Philip Wyatt says, my friend Jeff passed yesterday. Oh my gosh. So sorry, Philip. I'm so sorry. Prayers and hugs to you and to your friend's family. Then he says, from pneumonia, 52, same age as me. Hope he's at peace. Let me see if I can tune in. Your friend Jeff, 52, passed yesterday. Do you feel like I feel like he did transition. Or what do you...
To be honest with you, I'm not getting anything on that. I don't know why. I feel very separated from that energy for some reason.
The reason why I said that is because when I said, let me see if I can tune in and just think of that, I'm trying to envision the situation, and I do see that light, that cross. So I'm sort of equating that to that he made the transition already, that he made that transition. I don't know how long it took him or if it was confusing. To me, that just means that transition was made. So I think, and I hope I'm right on this.
She's great. I mean, when she picks up on these things, it's usually very accurate. So I would say,
I think I'm right on that he did transition already. He's over. He's at peace. I don't think he was too happy's not the word. I don't think he wanted to be too accepting of it when it first happened, because I don't think he was ready. But I think now he's good with it. He's okay. He's where he's supposed to be now.
Again, sorry for your loss.
Yes, sorry for your loss. Cristo DeFranco says, I can't live with the guilt of pulling. She's the one that we were talking to about the sadness. I can't live with the guilt of pulling the plug on my daddy.
That is such a hard thing. The only thing I can go back to on this, guys, from what I understand, and I always say that, I always preface it, because as evolving spiritualists, we're always trying to learn something new every day, and we gather little bits and pieces of information that we get from spirit communication and kind of put it together. That's all we can do. But apparently what happens is that while we're on the other side, not here on Earth, but on the other side, before we're born back into this world, we make decisions for a life plan. We have to learn these lessons. And your soul circle, the people who are with you on both sides, your family, your friends, we spend time on both sides, sometimes together, sometimes apart. But what I'm trying to say is this. The having to pull the plug scenario is something, and I know this sounds crazy when I say it, you actually chose this before you got here, before you got the conscious amnesia, because it was something you had to learn. It was something about responsibility and loss, and I feel like no matter how long this would have happened, how much prep time you had, it was always going to be this feeling that you were going to get. What I would encourage you to do is really try to take a look at the big picture with this situation and understand that while it was a terrible, tragic thing that you had to do, there was a reason for it, and there was also a huge blessing that took place when you did that. As humans, we look at the physical world as all there is. It's a 3D existence that we all live in, but the fact is that the spirit world, our true existence, is so much bigger than this place that we are right now. And you did a very beautiful thing. As tragic as it was beautiful and very merciful on your part. So what I would encourage you to do is to try to look at it from a different perspective, if at all possible, and try to forgive yourself, because when it comes down to it, you didn't have a choice. You just had a responsibility.
Wow, that was beautiful. It was beautifully stated, beautifully said, and those words were exactly what she needed to hear, because they're not just being said to say them, it's the truth what you spoke. So,
and I feel like
Spirit, yeah, that was you speaking, but Spirit was speaking through you to give her that message, because she really needed to hear that. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. Let me see. We've got people from Australia watching. Rana Van. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Well, hello.
Hello, our Australian friends.
Justin Rogers says, since ghosts seem to be present to us, do you believe that there are other supernatural things out there? For example, Bigfoot.
Yes. Thank you.
I love to hear him talking about this, so listen up.
Yeah, and this is going to be a future show.
Yes, it is. Yay!
Yeah, because that's one thing we've covered pretty much every other aspect of this with Box Talk, but the one thing we haven't gotten into yet is cryptids, and when it comes down to it, it's one of my favorite things to talk about as far as paranormal goes. I think there's a whole different tie that goes into this that's really not explored. I think sometimes researchers are looking for too much of a scientific base answer to these questions, and I think that a lot of it has to do with interdimensional existence. So yes, absolutely, I believe in a lot of different things that are out there. I've seen things myself that I can't explain, so I know that there's more out there than what people are allowing themselves
definitely
to do.
Yeah, we both do. We both believe in Bigfoot, cryptids, aliens, UFO, interdimensional
doubt.
beings,
No doubt about that.
shadow people. I have this big interest, and I do believe that there are other beings out there, such as the BKs, the black-eyed kids.
Too many incidences.
Too many incidences.
But I think that also ties into interdimensional. I mean, I think those things are all
Interdimensional, me
together.
too. Interdimensional.
But anyway, hell, guys, vampires. I've seen
Yes.
things. I'm telling you, I know it sounds crazy. If you haven't experienced it, and I know that it's been downplayed a lot, I saw things while I was in New Orleans on 2 separate trips having to do with vampires that I cannot explain. I have no logical explanation for. And you have to understand, on our college roster, we work with illusionists. We have illusionists who are on our roster. We have magicians who are on our roster. We see a lot of, sleight of hand, trickery, hypnotism, mentalism, all that kind of stuff. This is not that. There's something very magical that goes on with these things. And
True.
I would love to explain. Honestly, one of my hopes, I'm telling you this now on the air, one of my hopes is that a little later in life, I'm old already, I'm only getting older, but when I semi-retire from what I do, I would love to go out and explore some of these amazing interdimensional cryptid mysteries that are out there.
We're going to do that very soon.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to die yet.
Well, no, we're not going to die. We're just going to go take Box Talk out. I want to do a lot more field reporting and investigation together.
That'd be fun.
That's one thing we have. We're saying it on air now. We do want to do a lot more field reporting, investigating, going out to these places, and whether it's UFOs, aliens, interdimensional beings, just anything paranormal. Paranormal branches out. It's not just ghosts, not just spirits, not just psychic, not just everything unexplained.
Anything outside of the
Anything
realm of
phenomenal.
standard science. Yeah,
Yes.
I would love to go learn more about it. So I guess we just made an announcement on air tonight. We just realized. So there you go.
Yeah.
We do that sometimes.
We do. Okay. Please. Okay. Chris. Okay. Wait. We already read hers. Okay. Pauline McClaymont. Okay. Says, has any of my family or friends got a message from me? Miss them so much. Pauline.
You're being heard. That's the first thing that hit me. Is that whatever you're saying, I don't know if you're saying it out loud, if you're thinking it, whatever, you are being heard, and you've got a lot of support that's still happening over there. I think one of the questions that you've had is why you're not being contacted more frequently. Am I hearing that right? More frequently? Or at all? I don't know, but they are trying to get through to you. Try to be patient with them, because they are trying a few different methods in communication, and once the communication does hit, once you do get the message, it's going to be beautiful. Be ready. Try to prepare yourself for it. Prepare yourself for it now. Easy for me to say.
It's amazing that you said you're being heard, because when I was saying her name, I said Pauline, and I was gonna say, they hear what you are thinking. They hear what you're wanting them. They hear your messages. They know is what I was trying to get across. And then you said that, I was like, wow, we both got the same message from them, is that they're there with you. They hear you, they see you, and they know what it is that you're thinking. Well, what you want to get across to them. They know you missed them. They're heard. You're heard. Yeah. So that's what that is. Now it's just time for you to hear them, which is why you asked that question
and
here tonight.
You're gonna get that message soon.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. All right. Margaret Leslie says, there's a lot of things happened here lately. Will things get better? Also, I miss my parents and brother in spirit world, and this time to speak to from Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, from Glasgow, Scotland. Hi from Scotland. Wow. A lot of people. So there's a lot of rotten things happened here lately. Will things get better? Also miss my parents and brother in spirit.
For some reason, when it was read, I don't know why it jumbled with me, but I was getting kind of a message, and then it got jumbled. So I'm afraid to speak on that one, because I think I might be misunderstanding.
The only thing I got from reading that was where it says a lot of rotten things happened here lately. Will things get better? I feel like things for you are. It's going to take a while for things to get better because the thing about the lesson needing to be learned, there's a lesson in all of this. I think things are already going to start getting better, but the progress is going to be slow. You will get there. The key thing with you is going to be about patience. It's going to be about patience, about hanging in there, and just knowing that it's going to get better. Just know that.
Okay, so this is on the second portion of it about your family. You need to go to a very quiet spot to communicate with them, and I don't know why they're telling me that, but for some reason it's like where you are, there's chaos, and I don't know if that's human chaos, loud things, whatever it might be, loud noises, but the fact is that there's something there that's not allowing them to communicate the way that they want to. And I think the message, I want to say it's your father, I think it's your father, it has for you is it's strong, it's beautiful, and it's going to change your life when you get it. It's going to be one of those life-changing messages.
Awesome. Oh, look, Elizabeth Hunter has a comment. Hi, Elizabeth. She says, just had to tell you, my boyfriend is taking yours and Mama Moon's book with him when he goes to New York.
Yay.
Awesome. Wow. Kendall Nasworth. Hi, Dee and Moonie. Hello, hello. Madeline Waisman says, please tell me things will get better with my family. ? She wants to know, are things going to get better with her family?
Well, here's the thing with your family. I don't feel like this is really on you. I feel like there's at least one or two individuals in the family that will not allow needed communication. I just think it's going to be a struggle, and I hate to say this, but I feel like there's going to be a blow up before anything really does hit. I think it's going to be you guys are going to have it out. It's going to just get all the issues out on the table, and hopefully those who can live through that will thrive, and the rest are going to have to fall off a little bit. But
wow,
that's my feeling. I hate to say that. I'm not big on let's have a big conflict, but I think that's the only way this can happen, because there's so many misunderstandings, and I think this has gone on for a really long time with you guys. I don't think this is anything new, really. So, but yeah, I hope that helps. I really do.
Okay, let's see. Jesse Hernandez Jr., I miss my son. He was 18 in a car accident 5 years ago. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Jesse. That's terrible. There's nothing worse than losing a child. I can't even begin to imagine. That's just not the way things are supposed to be, and I'm so sorry. Sending love and hugs and prayers, and I just sending lots of calming blue light to you. And what I'd like to do for you is, and I won't be able to do a lot of these, but Spirit is guiding me to pull an Archangel Michael card for you. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna do it because I feel like I need to, I have to, and I'm all about helping, and so
I'll try to hold the phone for you while I can. Driving, doing this.
Okay,
I can't wait for the police to pull me over.
So we can't do too many of these guys, but I have to do this for you, Jesse. I want to pull an Archangel Michael card for you, a prayer. I just want to let you know, though, that you're not alone. Your son is with you. I feel like he in spirit wants for you guys to be okay, as hard as that is. Does that make sense?